Team Heretics finally did it. They changed their roster. This core that was supposed to win trophies, supposed to win championships, and kept coming up just short, finally got changed. Boo went to Team Liquid, and Comeback has been fine. I mean, I'd say he's been like slightly above average after his first game, which he dropped a stinker in. But after that, he's been fine. And yet, Team Heretics are still, in 2 days, going to be trying to not get eliminated. They have not been able to win games at all. And in this video, we're going to try and find out why that is. What is going on with Team Heretics, this new core? Why can they not win? Has the competition got tougher? Have they got worse? A combination of the two? Who knows? But we're going to find out in this video today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 10K before my birthday in 8 days now. And let me know what video I should do below, because obviously I'm doing other regions now. And let's get into it. Now, this Haven map is Team Heretics' bread and butter. It was their map pick. They have a 100% win rate on it before this game, and they've been playing against Viper comps, right? They played this Cypher. While Viper comps are, in my opinion, a decent bit better than kind of this older Cypher style of comp, I do understand that if Heretics aren't comfortable with it, I don't think it's good enough to where you have to play it, even if you don't think you have the kind of comfort to play it properly. This Viper comp is one where you really need to play it properly. We saw in Champs a lot of teams try and pick up the Viper comp without knowing why they needed to use the Viper comp and how to use the Viper comp, and it just crashed and burned for them. I want to talk about this though, because just in general, this is not a good buy round. You have the Lurker with the Ghost, which is fine. This is normal, right? It's unlucky, hit the stack site, whatever. But what really starts all this, what starts it is this, right? Woot has a flash. I don't care that it's your buy round and you're probably facing classics or ghosts or whatever. I don't care. You need to flash out of this smoke. You simply should. Now, it doesn't hurt them this round, but I want you guys to keep in mind, he dies with this flash. This flash serves no purpose in the round. This is an oversight that you really cannot afford, especially on rifle rounds. I don't know why he didn't flash. And again, Westside whiffed. It's fine. But that is something that you really do not want to do. Just flash it. Really simple, man. But 4v4 scenario here, and I want you to look at how Team Heretics play the post plant, which is Boo gets in a pretty isolated spot to watch flank. He's the only one here, and then they all take their positions on site. Boo gets the kill on Cloud. He had a shorty, that's why he was peeking like that. But as soon as Grabinho, and I apologize if I'm saying any names incorrectly, as soon as Grabinho here gets this kill, now Team Heretics realize, oh shoot, because not only are you going to have 2 guns on the flank, you still haven't seen Viper. And it gets even better. This smoke wins the round for Giant X. Not this one, the one he's about to throw. Right here. It ends up isolating Yoru. And let me explain how. So once they actually come off from flank, and then Flickless starts to go here, even though Rians kills Gramino, now Yoru from this spot can't do anything, because Viper isn't swinging. Viper's just staying right here, taking this fight onto Sova, who is now looking at Aura, right? Bang, Sova dies. Then Yoru still can't help because Neon is on the other side of the smoke. So then Neon is able to get a kill right here. Then it's a 1v1. Woot has just kind of stayed there the whole round. Still has the flash that he could have used to go in there. And I know that's not why they lost the round. It's just fundamental things that you need to get correct, because that's going to be an issue in other rounds as well if you don't clean it up. Team Heretics get thrifted, and it's not looking great already. I talked about the Yoru problems, and again, I don't know if this is a Yoru or a team problem. This swing looks like a bait out the shot swing for a teammate. Teammates are back here and have already TP'd over. So either A, he was supposed to, this is just his version of a swing and he's got something interesting in his head and he's swinging before his flash for some reason, or B, he thought someone was swinging with him and they're not. Either way, 140, he's insta 1 HP and dips, but he's already used a flash. Keep that in mind, because when they actually group up, after they get this kill onto West Side from an actual proper double swing, as you'll see here in a second, right here, where they actually both swing together, 3, 2, 1, bang, and kill West Side there. Now, once they group back up for the execute here, on to A, he uses his flash for long, meaning there's nothing for sight. Keep this in mind. I am begging and pleading with Yoru players to realize you still need a flash for sight. But Cloud gets killed here, so 30 seconds, little less, but like 25 seconds-ish, it's a 5v3, right? Right here. 5v3, Aura, or Aura, I can't remember which one, I call him Aura, but he's on the flank, so it's literally 2 people here to defend this bomb site. And yet, because Yoru has used both of his flashes. The first one, no one knows why, what the game plan was there. And the second one, to actually take long here, they just get shut down because they're running in blind, right? Boo is in a 1v1 with Aura after this, and Aura just has good awareness, pops the ult, gets the stun, and then kills him. This is something that is consistent with teams that are not performing well this kickoff, and it is just the Yoru players not saving a blind for the actual execute, right? I get that if there was a game plan where you need to use the flash earlier, you do it there. I get that you want to flash long, but you have to be aware that you are going to need that to execute, otherwise you're running in blind. Giant are able to play super heavy towards A here on Team Heretics round, where they're finally able to buy again here, because you have Aura pushed down with the op, you have the trip here, and then you have Viper on B. Is going to end up popping a pit, which will be very important later. Team Heretics are still just kind of waiting for something reactionary here, right? They're just kind of hoping for a push long. They're not committed to fighting here. They're hoping something comes out mid. They're just waiting. But the only push that's happening from Giant is Aura taking all this free space with his op, now getting on a really, really deep line here. So with 55 seconds left, it ends up being the pit down on B. Again, going to be important here in a second. Aura's pushed down, Benji gets tagged to 1, and even though they're able to get this space, Boo just goes in and out. Of course, the American can't go 5 seconds without talking about burgers. This is a really unfortunate scenario right here, because Boo is Woot is clearing the box, and so he's not like 100% ready to have perfect crosshair placement when he gets swung, and it's only comeback looking, although he just gets shit on as well. I could not tell you guys, I could not explain what's about to happen any better than the caster, so by all means, take it away.
Again,
30
part of the
left.
chamber that
Are
we
they going through
about.
this now?
The headhunter, yeah, they're gonna walk in, contact in a Viper's pit through B. They're the smallest choke point in the game against Flickless. Have you lost your minds?
Now, Team Heretics have a genuine shot at winning this game. They just need to win this pistol round, and then they'll probably be even if they don't get ecoed again. But I've talked about it before. Viper comps the way of the future. This is just one reason, right? Woot's doing this in almost a way where, like, you would push out with your own Viper wall. But because it's Giant to have the Viper, they control when the wall goes down. They control what Woot sees, and bang, they get the kill right there. West side with good aim. Again, the elephant in the room is that Benji went 5-14, and they continue to run the Cypher. And again, while it's not the worst thing in the world, I really do think that Viper comps are the future, and people and teams will be forced to use them within the year on Haven just because of how good Viper is at literally everything, right? There's a reason that Viper is one of the only agents that can be ran pretty much everywhere in Valorant because of how good she is. And again, here's some more Viper glaze. This orb probably wins you your post plan as well. At the very least, gives you a better chance, because if you'll see comeback with the stun, going to hit on at least one player hell there, right? But he tries to come in. There's the Viper orb, forced back out, and then once they finally are stalled out from the Viper orb, they have to go through a smoke anyways from Grumino here. Just a really, really, really good post plan from Giant X. Even with the paranoia, it's not enough. Great stuff. This, I think, is also a great example of how, little Cypher's impact can be on a lot of rounds, where Viper's impact is undeniable, right? You cannot argue that a Viper setup here, even if it was literally just the wall, forget the orb, if it was the wall and the molly, would be as easily bypassed as this. Giant X get into the site, break the kill trap, completely ignore this trip, and then there's nothing. Cypher has no point in the round after that. I think it's partially nerfed, but also just Viper is a better agent at getting and maintaining space, especially defensively, obviously on attack as well with lurks, but defensively, you cannot kind of ignore the wall as you can a lot of the trips in current meta. And the Viper pit, even though it goes down, it's just kind of over, right? Rians has an op, Boo's low. The round is very, very quickly dispatched. I also think I've heard a lot of people, especially in my Discord, link in description, but kind of lazily, I think, go, oh, comeback's the problem, just because he's the new guy and he hasn't been dropping nukes. No, if anything, I think he's been the best player after his first map of, maybe not great performance. But if anything, I think he's been pretty solid. It's just that this team, for whatever reason, is not really synergizing well, especially, at least in this map, the Woot Yoru was not great at all. Giant X are going to posture towards C a little bit. Also, just having someone outside A, making sure there's no push on up here. You can see he's mid, but he's able to hear the A stuff. And then they come back towards mid. They've loved this B post plant where they literally just plant and play full offsite on B. Everyone, either main or window or something, they have so much stall in this comp as well. You've got the shock darts, you've got the molly, you've got all that, and they're able to one-way the smoke as well. It's something that is very high risk, high reward, because obviously Team Heretics have Boo, right? He could smoke that bomb, and if your spray doesn't go well, there's a very realistic chance you lose the round. But if you're a team that's able to be disciplined enough to go, okay, you know, we know how to play our post plants, this is a very, very rewarding strategy, right? And if you'll see here, I mean, it's just swing, die to Flickless. This round comes down to that. Honestly, he gets the molly on Spike as well. Now they know they can't do anything, and the round is pretty much over instantly. If I had to give like a concluding statement, I would say that a combination of a lack of coordination and the level of EMEA teams being higher than in previous years, other EMEA teams, is what's leading to this. I don't think that they're like doomed or anything. I think they should keep the roster together for at least another split, but they definitely have some work to do. I'm Lionzblade. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know what video I should do for tomorrow in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.